Prime Minister Viktor Orban's political director, Balázs Orbán, stirred controversy in Hungary, following remarks suggesting the country would not have fought back against Russia if placed in Ukraine's position. Speaking on a podcast, Balázs Orbán, who is not related to the Prime Minister, reflected on Ukraine's defense against Russian aggression, suggesting that Hungary would have taken a different path if faced with a similar situation.
Every country has the right to decide its own destiny, and leaders take responsibility.
The political director acknowledged that Ukraine had the right to defend itself, but hinted that Hungary would have chosen diplomacy over conflict. Drawing a parallel with Hungary's failed 1956 revolution against Soviet control, he remarked that the country had learned its lesson from that historical defeat. He suggested that engaging in a war with Russia would be irresponsible and would only lead to further loss of life and territory.
We probably wouldn't have done what President Zelensky did 2.5 years ago, because it's irresponsible. Because obviously he put his country into a war defense, all these people died, all this territory was lost. Again, it's their right. It's their sovereign decision. They had the right to do it. But if we had been asked, we would not have advised it.
His remarks sparked immediate backlash from opposition politicians. Peter Magyar, leader of the centre-right Tisza party, criticized the comments as an insult to the memory of Hungarian freedom fighters who resisted Soviet rule in 1956. According to Magyar, these individuals were willing to sacrifice their lives for the nation's independence, something that Balázs Orbán seemed to dismiss too easily. Similarly, former Prime Minister Ferenc Gyurcsány of the Democratic Coalition accused the Orbán government of being ready to surrender to Russia without a fight. Balázs Orbán's remarks have touched a nerve in Hungary, where the 1956 revolution remains a symbol of national resistance and pride. The uprising, which was ultimately crushed by Soviet forces, led to thousands of deaths and a wave of refugees fleeing the country. Orbán's suggestion that Hungary should avoid a similar fate by abstaining from conflict has sparked a debate about the country's role in contemporary global geopolitics. Despite the criticism, the political director stood by his comments, reiterating that Hungary saw little sense in the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. He emphasized the need to preserve Hungarian lives, suggesting that entering a conflict with a major power like Russia could have devastating consequences.